Again, it's Priscilla Batzell at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Don't feel like you're late to the party, but I've been busy without you. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I have mixed some neon purple from Folk Art with a whole bunch of golden iridescent pearl fine. It's a golden brand. And then added hot orchid. And this is the color I got, and this was from yesterday. And then I just put it down. And I'm really hoping I have enough color. I also used the lid. Not that lid, evidently. A different lid, a smaller lid from, or maybe it was a yogurt container. In any case, I put it down with some paint, some of that paint on it. And I decided, I thought about it overnight, how I wanted to proceed. And I've got more of that color. And it's going to, there's no doubt because the pink is so sheer that it's definitely going to leave. That thing needs to go out of there. I got it. It's definitely going to leave a shadow of the sun behind. And I could probably also play with it and see what happens when I move some of that away. Just because I can. Ha! Now I'm going to try and use up the rest of my color. I was thinking about putting some blue in the sky, but I'm not really thinking about that right now. If I want to do that, I can still do that before I do my birch trees. I want to do a birch tree forest. So right now, all I'm thinking about is doing the forest floor down below in that white area that you can see. I went by, I did a second coat on the edges of the canvas before I started this recording. I'm glad I saved back a little bit of that. I might want to save back the last little dregs just for whatever. If I have to mix up another color, I will, but I don't think I will. So the nice thing about the Floetrol mixture that I use with the GAC 800 is that it will level the paint, and the spatula marks will become much less noticeable. They were definitely noticeable yesterday, but that is because it was the first coat and it's very, very sheer. The skies aren't perfect, so this one doesn't really have to be either, but I really needed to experiment to see how that sun would go. And I thought I was going to have to leave the color on top of it, to tell you the truth. But I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. Now, because I'm putting a birch forest in here, I don't really need to worry about this anymore right now. I'm going to take whatever color I have left on my spatula and use it right along that little edge that's so irritating to me every time, which means that I'm forced, or someone's going to be forced to use a frame. When you tip, it's one thing and it works, but when you're swiping, not so much. So what I'm thinking about, whether it sounds good or not to me, is using some very coppery color for the forest floor. And not worrying too much about it. And then taking my black Amsterdam paint with the pre-stained wood conditioner from Minwax, and doing a couple swipes in that paint. And I thought I was going to do it all the way across, and I have a nice swipe card right here somewhere because I just put it down. There it is. Cool. I like it when a plan comes together. So I'm going to dip my card in that, and I think I'm going to start. Kind of feel like I should have put some green in there, maybe some brown. I just want to cover what I've got so far, and I'm going to take some of that paint right off there and use it on the edge. Because this is mostly going to be full of the tree trunks. If I need more black, I'll take it. I'm thinking I might also want some purple mountains behind, or the side of a hill or something. If I scrape my card off, it's just a background. It's not meant to be anything fancy for sure. which means I could even experiment with pulling up. I'm contemplating adding a few like blades of grass or something, but I don't know what's going to happen with that yet. I like this over here, which means I kind of want to go back right over here and see if that's going to work on this side too. I can certainly manipulate the paint by pushing it and pulling it even before I decide to put in any more Amsterdam black. That has a little bit of water in it, I think. I'm pretty sure I remember that was part of the deal. So I'm not hating that, but I'm liking the black very much. I want to come over here. So this is going to be the end of part 1. And you'll see all the things I need to tell you, like that I run a monthly drawing, and you can get into that if you use PayPal or Patreon. Less Patreon, more PayPal. And you can see the prizes for the drawing that happens at the end of the month. Yes, I am going in there and forgetting to grab some paint and just using the black on the bottom, but I just want to fill that, and I still might decide to put color across the back of that horizon, because whatever's going down here will be contrast to that. But I kind of like that, super simple, and I might just take some of my neon purple and play with that area, especially since I can mix a couple of colors. Not that one. I'm thinking dark purple, and fortunately it's open. I did not check any of my bottles. I was trying to do editing today. Really tempted by the green. That's cool. That's better than I thought. And I've still got some copper lingering around. I don't want it to be terribly raised, but the Floetrol should take care of that anyway. I'm just sort of pushing the paint around slowly with the card to blend it somewhat. And then I'm going to try and use the residual on the card and my finger to go right over the edge. So that in itself is not bad. I kind of like it. And if I'd knock that other pink off, it'd be fine. I think I could probably layer another color right over that sun. But what should I tell you? Please give me a thumbs up. I'm going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint at the bottom. I'm going to leave it just as it is. I might put some green in there, like I said, tomorrow. But my next plan is to do the birches. And for them, that'll be interesting, because I'm got to make some decisions between now and tomorrow. And you know what? I want to mess with that green a little bit more. As in, grab some black. Yep, I like that. Strange colors, but very dramatic, and I like that a lot. All right, I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. See you in part 2. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery saying, please give me a thumbs up. If you're interested in supporting the studio other than making a donation through PayPal, you can just give me a nice comment. Thank you for all the wonderful comments you've given me already. I appreciate them. and the donations that help keep me painting. Check my link tree underneath the video, and my what used to be Teespring is now Spring clothing with Oliver print leggings and t-shirts, and the link tree will have Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter links, and my Facebook groups. And thank you guys for everything. And check my Amazon link on the link tree. I have 2 books there too. All right, I'll see you guys. Bye for now. See you soon.